Hello first grade. Today we are going to plan a how-to book on how to tie shoelaces. So before we can get to writing our how-to book where we teach somebody else how to tie their shoes, we first have to think back, how do you tie your shoes? And we need to make sure we don't skip any steps because everybody who reads our book is going to use our steps to tie their own shoes. So first thing we're gonna do is think about the materials we need for tying our shoes. So the materials for tying your shoes are pretty simple. All you need is shoes with shoelaces. Here I am with my shoes with shoelaces. So now that we have our materials to tie a shoe with shoelaces, we're going to go through it step by step and write them in our planning sheet as we go. Now when you're filling out your own planning sheet, you don't need to do the thing that you're teaching someone to do step by step. You can instead watch a YouTube video, or you can pick something that you know how to do really well and just think through the steps in your mind. All right, let's get started. So now that we've gotten our materials, our shoe with laces, we're going to do the first step, which is to hold the laces in each hand and make an X. So now that I've worked out the first step to tying your shoes, to hold the laces in each hand and make an X, I'm going to record that. But I'm going to use the transition word first to start because this is our first step. Ready? Okay. So next, you're going to take one lace under the other. So take one lace, put it under the other, and pull tight. After I make an X with the laces, I'm going to put one lace under the other and pull tight. So the word I'm going to use here to start my sentence is next, because this is our first step and this comes next. So we're telling the reader that this is after step one. Then you're going to make a big loop with each lace. Now that we've seen step 3, we're going to record it and we're going to start writing step 3 with then, so we know that it comes after step 2. We're going to use a transitionary word then. So then make a big loop in both laces. Next, you're going to hold the 2 loops and you're going to fold them over like an X. So you're going to cross them and make an X. To start step 4, I'm going to use the transitionary word next again, so that way the reader knows step 4 comes after step 3. I'm telling them that I'm starting a new step. So next, hold the loops and cross them to make an X. Then you're going to hold the X in the middle. I'm going to use the transitionary word then to start step 5. So now that I know my step 5, I'm going to start with then. Then hold the X in the middle. Then you're going to take one loop under the other loop. For step 6, I'm going to start with the transitionary word then. So I'm telling the reader this is a new step. So then put one loop under the other loop. Last, you're going to pull the loops tight. For step 7, I'm going to begin my step with the word last. This transitionary word tells the reader that this is a new step from step 6, and it tells the reader that this is the last step to tying your shoe. So after you pull tight, you will be done tying your laces. So now that you have worked through the steps of tying shoes with me, and we recorded them on our sheet with illustrations to help the reader know what they're doing in each step, you are going to think about something you know how to do really well, and you're going to write your own planning sheet today. So you can do what I did and go through the steps one by one and actually do what you're explaining to your reader. Or you can watch a video on YouTube telling you or showing you the steps so you can remember and not leave anything out. Or if it's something you know really, really well, you can just think about the steps carefully so you don't miss anything. All right, good luck, first grade. I know you're gonna do a great job.